Hi, it's Martin. Welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is Vlogtober episode 2 and is mainly going to consist of my long weekend off work. It's Thursday, the 3rd of October. It is MKAL launch cast on party day. I've got Thursday, Friday off work and we've got nothing on this weekend. So we're going to go out for some food and some drinks. I've just been out. So at the end of the last video, we had got up early. We did some exercise. Sorry for the sweaty t-shirt. We walked the dog and then, that was the end of the video. So now it is 9:10 for continuity purposes. I've been to get a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, the best, Venti blonde PSL with cream. It's like autumn in a cup. I got some breakfast. The egg bites are good, carb-free. This isn't going to turn into a health podcast, I promise. So I'm now going to put some washing in. The clue has dropped. People have been messaging me. I've gone dark in the group chat. I've got a group chat with Gemma, Nick from Cool Woolens, Gemma, Little Grey Girl, Nick from Cool Woolens, Katie from The Yarn Whisperer, and Ted from Ted Knits. They've all gone to the end of the video and they're all like discussing. I'm like, right, I'm going dark. I'll see you in an hour because I'm going to go and put it on the telly and I'm just going to sit and watch for an hour and see what we do. So I'll maybe do some live reactions. We'll see. I think it was Twists and Turns. I was like watching. All of a sudden, we saw the end of week 1. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. So I like the build up. So I'm going to have my breakfast, drink my coffee. I might start as I'm going. Because obviously I don't need to download the pattern yet. I can watch the video and I can start along. So I might do that. I need to go put some washing in the machine first because I was going to do that yesterday and didn't. But welcome to Vlogtober episode 2. We'll see what happens over this long weekend. Follow behind the scenes of a knitter and crocheter and what I get up to. So let's put the washing on, then let's watch the clue. Okay, I'm 13 minutes in. Spoiler alert, I should have said this at the beginning. So obviously now I'm going to be knitting along with the MKAL, so there's going to be spoilers. Spoiler alert, we're 13 minutes into the video and we've got 3 semicircles. Now I know he said it was going to be like Starflake, but at least with Starflake, they were like straight lines, so you could see how they would be joined. I have no idea how you're joining 3 semicircles. This is why I like watching. So I'm like, where do we go in there? I don't understand how they're going to get joined. Intriguing. Let's watch more. I haven't started knitting yet. We're chilling. We've been up early. Right, let's see. Hi, me again. Dog's gone. Right, so I'm now on an hour in the video, but only like 15 minutes has passed because technique-wise, what comes, joining the semicircles, creating the triangles, that just repeats. So I like to see the techniques and then work out where we're going. So I now know where we're going, but we're over 300 stitches already in week 1. Now, I've said all along, I love a big shawl. I'm like, I don't like twists and turns. That was my least favourite, I think, because it was twisty and turny. And there was a lot of picking up stitches and I didn't really like it. I like a 800 stitch bind off. But to be over 300 stitches in week 1, really? That's a lot of stitches. I have no idea where we're going next. Did I say I couldn't start because my iPad was dead, which was very bad planning. So my iPad is charging. So I think I've only got 10 minutes left on the video. So I'm going to watch to the end now. And then I'll start knitting. I had to change the angle. My leg had gone to sleep. I don't know what's coming up. But bubbles. We're now on to the bubble section, is what he's just said. I obviously haven't downloaded the pattern. I haven't skipped ahead. Boom. I love a bubble. I made a bubble cardigan and I made Mark a bubble jumper. They take a long time. More dip stitches. Ugh. In Stephen We Trust, I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. I've got 10 minutes left on the video, but bubbles? It may not be bubbles as in what I'm thinking about. Bubbles, all the bubbles. Okay, I finished watching. I do like it. I love a giant bubble. Bubble, bubble. Is that a line from Finding Nemo? Bubbles, bubbles, all the bubbles. Is that the one when he gets into the fish tank in the dentist surgery? I think it is. Right, I'm ready to go. So, at the end of at the end of the last video, I said, what am I going to watch while I cast on? That's right, Lord of the Rings. It's my annual rewatch. I'm basically going to spend the day watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I won't get through all 3 films, but it's 2 hours 58 for film number 1. I've got my colours. I've decided, because Stephen said in the intro video, the mohair deer typically goes with a contrast colour. So we're going to go colour 1. So main colour will be the pink, and then contrast colour will be the green. Sorry, because the green is going to have the black. So I have colour 1. I have my needles. And off we go. So I might check in halfway through the movie, maybe, but I'll see how far I get. I'm hoping I can finish 1 semicircle. I can then predict a time, can't I? If it's going to take me 3 hours to do 1 semicircle, then that's 9 hours just for them before I even then start to join it. Like, it'll be a lot of knitting. I feel like it's a lot of knitting this week. We'll see how we progress through the week, but I feel like it's a lot of knitting for week 1. Do we usually have this much knitting in week 1? I'm not sure we do. Anyway, if I carry on doing this, I'm not going to get going. So let's cast on and see where we get to. Hello, hello. Right. So it is, time check is 20 past 12. I've done a little bit of pottering. I've also been like voice noting the knit group. And so every time I stopped knitting, I paused the tally. So timestamp for the film, we're on 1 hour 40. They're about to go into the mines of Moria. But, spoiler alert, I'm going to show off how far I've got. I've made my first, I was going to say triangle. No, that's to come. Semicircle. Ta-da! So, main colour, contrast colour in the green. And yeah. We put it onto some scrap yarn because we're going to do something with them later. But there we go. Excuse finger. I'm very impressed. There's the back, because I know some of you like to often see. Oh, no, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, because it's reverse stockinette. So the front of the shawl is going to be pink and green in this section, and the back of the shawl is green and pink. Oh, I love that. It's a bit like the brioche. Brioche will be like that. No brioche this week. Spoiler. So there we go. So, hour and 40 to do one. Why do I want to keep calling them triangles? 1 semicircle. So, maybe I'm trying to work out what time to have lunch. I might have lunch now, actually. By the time I warm it up. Yeah, I'm going to have some lunch. So, I'm going to put lunch on, start the next one. But hopefully I can get the second one done before this film's finished. I'm just over halfway, so maybe not, but pretty much not far off. So yeah, I haven't checked gauge. We've had a chat in the chat this morning, a discussion in the chat this morning. The pattern calls for a 3.5. I just do all of my shawls on a 3.5. Kitey does his on a 4 because he's a bit reckless, but he also likes the fabric. I like the fabric on a 3.5. And I like the stitch definition of a 4-ply. So I'm just doing 3.5. I'm not even going to count, even though I'm a little bit inquisitive to see if I've got gauge or not. I'm not checking. So yeah, right. Let's have some lunch, which if you watched last night's video or the first video is like a beef chili thing that I made last night to have today. So meal prep done. I have lunch now in about 15 minutes. 1-5, not 5-0. I think we're going to go out for coffee this afternoon as well. Mark's not home until 8:30 tonight. He's on a late train. So, yeah, I've got loads of time before he comes home. So I'm going to do what we'll do. I got a plan. We'll do the second circle. semicircle. Then we'll go out for lunch and we'll do the third semicircle. Maybe before the Zoom cast on party tonight, I can have all 3 done. That's going to be good going. Right, let's go and eat lunch. Hello. Right, I put this on and I put it on very badly, so I need to redo it. So, it is 3:20, still Thursday. I finished Lord of the Rings. I packed my bag. We're going out for coffee. I finished 2. That won't be the thumbnail because people will shout that that's a spoiler. And I get it, I absolutely do. So there won't be a spoiler in the thumbnail. But yeah, I finished 2. And I think the movie's 2 hours, 48 minutes. I got to the end of the movie and I think I had 2 rows to go, like there in the back on this final section. So it was pretty much the first Lord of the Rings and 2 semicircles. So feeling really happy. If you watch the Stevens video, his tension looks really loose compared to mine, or looks looser compared to mine in the video. So yeah, I'm happy with my fabric. I think it's a really nice texture. It's got a lot of bounce and a lot of stretch to it, so I'm really happy. My friend Reese Glasgow Yarn on Instagram messaged, we were comparing sizes, and I think we both measured and they are the same. So because we both had the same comment, he's like, is yours a lot smaller? And I was like, yeah, maybe. So I measured mine and mine measures the same size as his. So we're okay. So I don't know if you're interested. I think it's 3.5 inches tall. So I'm okay. My tension matches Reese's tension. We may not match Stephen's tension, but there we go. So we've done 2. And I'm now going to go off for a little coffee because I am off today. So I've got my wool, I've got my iPad, I've got my knitting and my readers because I've got old eyes and I've got my contacts in properly. So yeah, we're going to go for a little coffee. And then when we come back, I've got the Zoom party at 6. Mark gets home about 8:30. So I'll be off the Zoom by the time Mark gets home. I can then cook tea. And then we've got the other Zoom party tonight at 11. When I come home then, I need to hang the washing up that I put on, hoover, bits. But I deserve to have a break. And Mark is I can't rest until all the chores have been done. And we come at it from very different angles. It will all be done before he comes home. The flat will look really nice and tidy. There's like stuff that I need to tidy up. There's like 2 random shawls here. I don't even know why. I don't even know why this one's here, because I haven't worn this one recently, so I'm not really sure what's going on. So I need to have a tidy, which I will do in a bit. I'm putting this on, but it looks boiling out. We'll see. We'll see how long it stays on for. But right, we're going to go for coffee. I don't know why I'm getting excited. Let's put the bag on and yeah, let's go and explore Cardiff Bay. Cheers, everybody.
Oh yeah, if you have your little thing, we can add that.
It's so amazing to see everybody here.
Thank you so very much.
So, I went to the coffee shop and I didn't do any filming because as I walked to the coffee shop, one of my mates rang me. So I ended up spending the walk to the coffee shop talking to him. He won't be watching this, but if he does, Joshua, I didn't get any footage because I was on the phone to you for 45 minutes. Busy on the bay tonight. So it is about, I can see the clock on the tower. It's 7:45. So I did go out for coffee. You didn't see. Oh, there's a man playing a saxophone. Come on, Luke. So I've just done the first cast-on party. It was so much fun. We had people join us from... Sorry, he twisted me. We had people join us from South Africa. Lots of places in America. Lots of places in Europe. Yeah, it was a really, really lovely call. There is the bay in the evening. This is the Welsh Parliament, the Welsh Assembly, which you may or may not have seen in the daylight. So we've just done the first Zoom call. That was all done. That will be posted. It'll be live now, so you can go back and watch it. We've now had a small break, so I'm going to go... I'm out walking the dog. This way. Come on. Out walking the dog. And then Mark is on his way home from London. And he'll be home about 8:30. So I'm going to cook dinner. Noisy people. I'm going to cook dinner and then catch up with him and find out about his week, because I've not seen him since early hours. He left at like 4:45 on Tuesday morning. So I'm going to catch up with him and have some dinner. I know this isn't great light. And then it's not great light for me, but it's quite nice to see the bay at night. Love where you live. And then we're doing it all again at 11 o'clock UK time, which is 6 p.m. Boston time. So that may be it for tonight. Obviously, that's not it for the video, because I'm going to keep going until Saturday, Sunday. So we will see. I'm going to have to stop by here for a minute because there's music playing in the background and YouTube will pick it up for copyright and I won't be able to put this video up. So, yeah. That is the Pierhead building, which is part of the Old Bay. I don't know much more about it. I can't really tell you much more than that. And maybe I'll try and find out during Vlogtober what the Pierhead building is. It's like the old harbour building, or where they did trades or something. I'm not really sure. We will, maybe we'll explore that during Vlogtober. But yeah, let's walk the doggy and then let's have some dinner. I've put you all on gallery mode so you can all see each other. And I can film you. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's been so much fun today.
So we're gonna put the...
Good morning, Vlogtober. Late night last night with the 2 cast-on parties. They're now up on YouTube, so if you weren't able to join, you can go back and watch those. Thank you to everyone that joined us. We had nearly 100 people across both groups, which was lovely to see. And across all the groups, representation then from lots of different countries as well. We had people from Australia and New Zealand join us in the second one, and South Africa in the first one. And yeah, a real worldwide community vibe. So that was really lovely. It's about 8:45 then. So I'm going to exercise, walk the dog, and then get on with my clue and spend the morning doing some knitting and starting to join the section. So we'll have a bit of knitting content coming up shortly. But yeah, I'm just saying hi, good morning. Mark is working at home today. He's back from that there London. So yeah, let's go and smash out Friday. Hello. I don't know what you've just... I'm recording... We're going to move you now. I'm recording Instagram and YouTube, and I don't know what bits I've recorded for what. However, it is 20 to 2 on Friday, and spoiler, we finished Garter Stripe 1, so Triangle 1 has now been joined onto Semicircle 1. It is very bra-esque. Or would be if I had... Anyway. Yes, so we've done the first... So that's... In the pattern, it is officially called Section 2 Garter Stripe 1. And we have Garter Stripe 2, 3 and 4. And that is Section 2. So there's still quite a lot of knitting to go. So yeah, I'm now watching the second Lord of the Rings, and I'm 2 hours 16 through a 3-hour film. I want to say this has taken just under about 2 hours then, probably, because I have left the film running a little bit while I've been chatting to Mark and potting around. So, yeah, about 2 hours to do one. I think I can get another one done today. It's only 1:45. I have a day off. I'm going to run Mark to the hairdressers to have his hair cut. And there's a lovely little coffee shop a couple of doors down. So I'm going to go out for coffee. So let's all go for a coffee. I think tonight then we're going to go out for some drinks and maybe a Chinese. No, not a Chinese. I don't know why I said that. We're going for an Indian. I was thinking Chinese, but no, Indian. So, yeah, stay tuned for some footage of Cardiff Bay at night and us on a night out. But we're going to go for coffee first and do some more knitting. So we're back from having coffee. For those of you that are yet to get to stripe 2, I'm going to spin you around and show you in a moment. Go slow. Watch your yarn management. The last clip you just saw was the mess that I got myself in. It's fiddly just because you're managing both semicircles. So you're picking up on both edges, but you've got new yarn that you've joined in. Go slow. I swore and I said 2 very naughty words at my shawl. Yes. But let me show you what I've done. So semicircle 1, you saw this bit then when I've added the garter stripe 1, which is the little triangle section. Semicircle 2, I have then done... Why can't I move that out of the way? I've then done garter stripe 2, as it's known in the pattern, but kind of the second triangle. So, yeah, happy. So I think now I'm repeating that on this side to then add in the other semicircle. And then I think, if I remember from watching the other bit, I've then got to do another bit on this edge, which replicates this bit. So it's not been a bad day of knitting. It is currently 5:15 on Friday. So I'm probably going to stop knitting now. We're going to go out for a drink and some dinner. I said we might be going for an Indian, and I think in the previous message, I think actually we may be going for a Chinese / Wagamama's. So yeah. I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're basically going to go out and have a drink and then we'll have some food. But that was fun-ish. Go slow. That's my tip. There's the reverse. You can see the slipped stitches, the SSKs. I've also made a small mistake. Stephen does cover this in the video. I've obviously forgotten on this edge where you're doing the KFBs. I have obviously missed 2 because I am too short on the published stitch count. So he does say that, count your stitches, and if you're short, just add some in. So when I then come to pick them all up, I'm going to write myself a little post-it note now and put too short. So I know when I come back, I'll just pop 2 increases in. No one will know and my stitch count will be fine. As Stephen says, say yes, don't stress. So I've got some chores to do now. I need to hang some washing up, need to empty the dishwasher, clean the kitchen. Mark is here, he's working. Shout hello! And then I'm going to walk the dog. And then, yeah, let's go down the bay and have a drink. Good morning, good morning. It is now Saturday. I'm not sure what you've just seen. This is the downside with like a vlogtober type thing, is I end up just like filming stuff and I'm not sure what you've just seen. It is 10 o'clock. I've just been to walk the dog. We've done a 2 kilometre. That's kind of our route. He's old now. That's the route he likes. So we've just done that. Mark is cooking breakfast. Scrambled eggs, mushrooms, and a few baked beans. And then, yeah, I will be back to wrap this bit of Vlogtober up because I'm this close. I know that doesn't mean anything. This close to... I don't know why I've started rocking as well. I'm really sorry if that makes people feel a bit queasy. I'll stop. Let me stand still. I'm about this much away from finishing section 2 of week 1, which are the bits to join the semicircles together. So I'm feeling very positive and upbeat about MKAL progress. So I'm going to have some breakfast and then I will be back and hopefully I will finish that bit of the clue and then I will show you where I've got to. And also we'll talk about the yarn management. I feel like it needs it. Yeah, that was tricky. It's like, what's that noise? If you can hear it, he's whipping eggs. Say good morning. Morning. Breakfast time. 2 little bits of bacon. We won't tell Darren. Well, we will tell Darren. He's my coach. And we will tell Darren because I take pictures and I send them to him. But a small little bit of bacon. It's not like the greatest protein, is it? It's Saturday. We can have a small treat. We've done a lot of exercise this week. Hello, hello. So, coming to the end of this episode then. So, I'm back and... spoiler alert. If you don't want to see the end of section 2, I think. Week 1, section 2. Look away now. I have finished. So, for those of you that haven't seen the Stephen video and are just watching along with how I'm doing it, we obviously made these 3 semicircles, which you saw me make previously. What we then did was we started over here and we joined in this kind of triangle section. And what we were doing is, as we were doing that, we were slipping one from this new section with an edge stitch from this section. And if I just spin around so you can see the reverse, you can see then here's the SSKs, the slip slips knits, which is how we've joined them together. I really do like the reverse with the colour changes and also this green and pink section, which is the pink and green. So we did that one, that was the start of it. And then we took the end of that semicircle and we joined that to the next semicircle. So this was the bit that I said naughty words at and I got in a mess with my yarn management. So we joined this section in here. Then we repeated that to create another triangle to join those 2 semicircles together. And then we just added a final triangle to the end. You leave this live. I did break the contrast color, assuming that I was going to do that like all the others, and I've left the main color, and then I read the pattern and it said leave contrast and main attach. It's fine. I'll just rejoin it. But yeah, so I'm thinking it's this. Do you all agree? I figure like this is the shape because we've got I-cord edging being created. So I figure that this is the shape that we're making. So it's going to be, yeah? And then we're going to join and we're going to come down that way. I feel like that's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm feeling like I've made really good progress. You're all going to wonder what this blue bit is. I don't think I covered that earlier on. At the end of each section, it gives you the stitch count. And on this one, oh, maybe I did mention it. On this one, I was 2 stitches short. So just so that now when it's all together, I knew which one and I didn't have to recount them. They're all the right stitch counts apart from this one. So this is just reminding me I need to add 2 stitches in. So I think when I've done it, I got sidetracked with the yarn management of joining these 2 semicircles together. I've just forgotten 2 increases in one of the edges. So when I come back along, I will just add 2 make ones in on opposite side. It'll be fine. No one will know. So yeah, that is it. And that's going to be the end of this video, Vlogtober week 2. I'm sorry if you can hear the wash machine. These videos are behind the scenes in my October. So yeah, I think the rest of the day now, it is 12 o'clock. We're going to go and nip and get a little bit of food shopping and have a bit of a lazy Saturday. Mark's had a really busy week at work, so we're going to have a little lazy day. Tomorrow, my mum and dad are popping over. They've got new phones and I'm the technological kid. We all have roles. I have 2 siblings and we all have roles, and anything form of tech comes to Mark and I. So they're coming over tomorrow for us to do that. I've got band rehearsal tomorrow night, so I might take you there in the next episode. But I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on my shawl. I'm still undecided if I'm going to make a second one of this or whether I'm going to make a starflake. I'm probably going to wait until next week, because if I finish this, and I am on track to finish this week, I can carry on with Thea's little cardigans. I'd love to get that finished. So yeah, thank you so much for being here for Vlogtober episode 2. There will be another episode Tuesday, Wednesday, probably. Who knows what's going to be in it? Just a final thank you to me. We've hit 10,000 subscribers. It is so amazing. The computer's here. We'll do a live subscriber count. Yeah, I feel like it's been a long time coming to get to 10. And I'm so appreciative of all of you being here and giving me your time, the new people for finding me and subscribing, the returning viewers for coming back as always and giving me some of your time. So we are on, as I record, 10,026. It often goes up, so that might be like 10,020 by the time you watched it. It does this mostly. But as long as it's going generally in the right direction, I'm happy, because it does mean that I get to reach new people and more folks get to come and have some Knit 365 fun and madness. So a huge thank you. I'll have a little thing. We'll do a giveaway of some kind, patterns or yarn. I'll talk about that in the October video, in another one. I also need to do the summer make-along wrap-up. That involves some brain power and Instagram. And they've changed the algorithm. So that will come again in Vlogtober. I haven't forgotten about it. That will feature in another video. So for now, I'm going to wrap this one up. I think this is a slightly longer Vlogtober video. So let this one see you through until Tuesday, Wednesday. Thank you very much for being here if you're still watching at the end of it. I hope that you are enjoying seeing the progress on Go Dynamo. If you are joining in, let me know in the comments below how you've got on. If you haven't got this far yet, when you join the 2 semicircles together, just go slow. It's absolutely fine. The pattern and the video tell you everything you need to do. I just got in a bit of a mess with the ends, and you're only slipping 1 stitch, then you're turning around and it's easy for that stitch to drop off. Just go slow and you won't end up in a tangled mess like I did, and I had to rip it out and start again. But don't let that put you off. Just take your time, and once you've got the first pink bit done, your contrast colours in, you're flying, you're away. And what I love about this section, it's such an easy pattern repeat. You don't need to look at the pattern. Once you know what you're doing, which edge you're slipping, which edge you're decreasing, you're away. You can just watch. It's perfect TV watching. I think that's how I've made so much progress. So, yes, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to edit this together and then get this up on the YouTube for tonight. So thank you very much for being here. Until we speak again, happy crafting.